We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth is,
this is caught inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
There's a quick throw caught out wide. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And complete once again to Watson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. The Packers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to find John Mechie, and it's second down. You talk about this Rams defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have the football. It will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. This defense for the Packers very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme.
Touchdown! A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's Herbert now on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Off the RPO, he completes it. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up second down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. Open man right side is cut, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Packers nothing.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for LA. 43 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 8 yards out. And the Rams take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. They snap it to Herbert. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll give this to Akers running right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Rams continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Anders Carlson now for the point after. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now it's Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
59. Go.
Herbert throwing again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A 7-yard pickup.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he comes back with one complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. They get this out left. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And now they're in the hurry up.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Akers. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. It's a quarterback sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
It's now 4th and goal.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Akers. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
21. Hey, Ray. Crowd right. 5-9.
Here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, This one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Okay, ready?
A give up the middle to Akers. Down the numbers. There he goes. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Tanner Brown to kick off for the Rams.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 44 yards. And the Packers are able to at least get one score back. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something, when you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Atwell now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. But he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and that is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Down the right sideline, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask it,
and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from the 20. And the Rams continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Herbert. A short one there to Fryermuth. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Right back to him on first down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
It's second and inches at the Rams' 30-yard line.
12, go, hey, go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Baylor Tiger.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 6 from the 10.
Go. Let's go. Hey.
Herbert now. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now Carlson for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Rams, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for
what up, Coco? Just got my ass whooped.
Back to 4-3 so far.
What up, Crow? Hey, if you're on this stream and you just watch me get my ass whooped, man, at least subscribe to my shit. At least hit a nigga with a sub. Yeah, I got whooped on right now. Coco ain't played Madden in 2 months. Alright, let me. I gotta run the ball more. I'm playing stupid.
Is your mic on?
Yeah, I'm muted though. I got still 5 or 6 people hanging out on the stream, so I'm just trying to fuck with them until they. Yeah, still 5. Yeah, so it's 5 motherfuckers watching right now. I just was the starriest I ever been in a while. Please help me restore some faith in myself by subscribing to my channel and listening to my music and telling me if you like it or if you hate it. I'd appreciate that greatly. Yeah, so. Okay, Coco. Boy, you didn't finish on a no 12-game winning streak against me. I had some of your subscribers thinking that you was letting me win. I had Coco fans coming on my stream saying, it looks like he's letting you do this. Like, what? I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow, y'all. I'm gonna have to post me a little picture somewhere. Why is everybody ending their partnerships with Diddy?
Why does it sound like your son has some glass?
He probably does. Alright, man. I'll probably have another league game at some point today, or I'll be on Call of Duty or something. Show some support, man. I need it.